flight 2931, wind 3503, runway 7 left, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, clear flight 361, Phoenix Tower, runway 7 left, line up, wait for departing Frontier.
Ground United 1895 on Tango for Echo Flight.
Taxiway Bravo 9 taxi here for the south.
Left on Charlie, taxi Echo 5. Charlie, Echo 5, United 1895.
All right, it looks like we are live right now.
Ground United 24 Echo 7.
So I am back.
United, hold your push.
And we are live at Sky Harbor Airport today. On this beautiful Thursday, you're looking at a view of Terminal 3 North right there with the United pulling in, and we got a couple of other Uniteds already at the gate. We're looking at downtown Phoenix in the background. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in today, and hopefully the signal will stay good the entire time. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so you'll get notified the next time we go live. But for right now, it's Thursday, and it is just about 11:59 a.m., just about noon here, Central or Mountain Standard Time. And yeah, we're gonna see what kind of action we've got here. We don't really have too much action going on right now. See, we have an American 737 that just landed. And that one will be pulling into a gate that's not in the alleyway where I am over here. I'm on the rooftop level of the Terminal 4 parking garage, and I'm kind of in the middle because this is an area where others have been known to get a decent signal. And unfortunately, I got here a little bit too late because a lot of the activity has already left. As you can see, we do have a couple of planes, though, at the gates.
American 603, Phoenix ground. Follow company off your left, runway 7 left, taxi south route.
7 left, south route, follow company off the left, American 603.
And we're going to see what kind of traffic we've got here. 603, I don't know. Well, American 603 is apparently going to be, okay, that's the one that's already going over the bridge. That one pulled out from the concourse all the way down there at the end. We should have the plane that you are looking at right there at the end of that pier. It should be at gate B10. And that one, well, that one just landed a little while ago from LAX. On the other side, we should be having one depart. This one should be going to Palm Springs. I'm not sure how close they are to being ready to depart. But we'll keep an eye on it. That is, of course, an Airbus A321neo. So we have a lot of open gates over here, a lot of area where planes can arrive, so we should be able to get some good arrivals. We have a lot of open gates here. And I would have liked to have been down near the end so we could see aircraft turning to go over the bridge, but I don't know, the signal is kind of iffy over there at the edge. And we have an east flow today, this morning. Traffic is landing from the west and taking off toward the east, which of course means no runway activity in front of me at this end of runway 8. They're not taking off on runway 8, and they're not landing at this end. But, as is usually the case here at Sky Harbor, they do tend to turn the airport around sometimes around midday, depending on the weather. So we may actually see them turn the plane around, turn the airport around.
American 1662, 2 from what's up?
American 1662, Phoenix Tower, you're number 2, runway 8, clear to land behind company.
Clear to land, runway 8, American 1662.
All right, so we have 2 American landings on runway 8. So that's 2 more aircraft that will be coming in. And maybe they'll come into the gates over here. So if we look toward the west end, right there.
For 2026, do we have time to roll out to Bravo 11, or is that getting close to...
And we can see the first one.
Probably not Bravo 11. We can probably do Bravo 10.
All right.
We can see the first one right there. I think that's our first arrival. From Indianapolis, American 2026 is a 737-800 coming in for landing. And let's see. Right there.
Ground United 12 and C4, you just put up Echo 7 taxi.
Looks like we have a United
Yeah,
pushing
24.
back to leave.
Which United was that?
You got a 2462.
Okay, thank you. 2462, runway 7 left, taxi via the south route.
All right, South Route 7 left, United 24.
So this one right here is United 2462. That's the one they were just talking to, that Airbus. Or no. Now that's a 757. Now that we're in the tourist season, United has been flying 757 daily, usually coming from the East Coast. This one came in from Newark, and it's going to Houston.
551 is on the visual runway 8.
So, 551 Phoenix Tower, runway 8, clear to land, Airbus 2 mile final, wind 0607.
8, clear land, Southwest 551.
2026,
Good afternoon, American 2888 with you on Romeo.
Okay, left turn.
American 2888, Phoenix Tower taxi Charlie to Juliet.
Charlie Juliet 2888, good day.
So right there we have our United
Boeing 1949, Phoenix Tower, what's on
Boeing
Charlie, taxi to Juliet.
757.
Charlie Juliet, American 1949.
And it's going to be turning to go over the bridge for a south departure headed to Houston. Meanwhile, that American 737 that just landed from Indianapolis is right here, a 737-800, and they are not going to one of these gates.
Ground American 2026, we're clearing runway 8, Bravo 7's the gate today.
American 2026 Phoenix round, taxi via Bravo, Charlie 11 Point November, passing behind the opposite direction, Boeing 737. It'll be the second aircraft opposite direction on Charlie.
Okay, we see the 7-3 will go behind them. Charlie 11, and you said, I guess it's November, then, American 2026.
Yes, sir. To November, they're probably, yes, sir. It is Charlie 11 November.
Okay, thank you so much, American 2026.
Left on Bravo, contact ground to see exiting.
Bravo 10, left on Bravo, ground American.
All right, so we have a couple of departures. We have a 737 departing.
Runway 8 cleared to land, 3 miles in trail of company, wind is 040 at 8.
Runway 8 clear to land. We got company in front of us in sight. We do have a question. Was it going to be able to roll all the way to the end by chance?
There's traffic on Romeo. You might get stuck. Are you going to the hangar?
I mean, we're going to Charlie 18, but you said there is somebody on Romeo?
Yeah, there's traffic on Romeo.
Okay, describe it, thanks.
All right, so what you heard right there
American 474, visual runway 8.
was southwest.
474 Phoenix Tower, runway 8 cleared to land, 4 miles in trail for 737, wind 040 at 9er.
Clear to land runway 8, American 474.
So we had a southwest on final, and they were asking the tower if they could roll all the way
Ground
to the
American
end.
1662 is off Bravo 10.
So what they wanted to do
Taxi via Charlie 10 to Lima behind
was they wanted to roll to the end and go across the east bridge, but there's too much traffic, as you heard the air traffic control tell them. So they're just going to stick with the usual procedure and go across the bridge. Sometimes they request to go across the north side, and it all depends on, the traffic coming out of the gates here. But we have one pulling into one of the gates right here. Can't tell which gate they would be going to just yet.
5013 Phoenix round, taxi via Charlie to Papa.
Possibly going to the one, the first or second gate, right below the garage. Great angle on this Airbus A321. Beautiful. So this Airbus A321 is flight 1662 from Seattle. Just pulling into the gate right there. Pulling into gate A3. And they have just shut down. And the ground crew is going to go to work. And they've got their ladder right there, so they can reach up and not quite sure what they're opening there on the bottom. But they opened one in the back and one in the front. I don't know if you can see right there, right next to where that ladder is, they had opened something right there. Of course, the baggage compartment is on the other side, so we're not gonna get to see that. But the lavatory service, yeah, that may be the lavatory service right there.
Phoenix Ground, good afternoon. American 684 is on Alpha 30, pushback onto India with Charlie.
And what's the call sign for the India push?
American 684.
684, push to India is approved.
Push approved, American 684.
All right, so American 684, okay, that we can't see that one from where I am. That's over on the other, looks like there is an arrival possibly coming this way. Right there. Got to make some minor adjustments on my tripod here. There. Looks like they are turning in. And this one would be flight 474 coming in from Philadelphia. This is an A321neo. And this airplane is relatively new. We'll see which gate they go to. I think they're going to go to the right next to the one that Seattle went to. Yep. So this aircraft was delivered in June of 2022. So it's only a little bit over 6 months old.
3129 Phoenix clearance, clear to Lima, Alpha Lima via the Eclipse 1 departure phase, transition minutes filed, maintain 8,000. Spec flaggable 370, 3 minutes later. Departure frequency 126.8, squawk 2645.
Flight 474 just landed from Philadelphia after a 4-hour and 55-minute flight. So all those East Coast cities are about 5 hours, pretty close to 5 hours from Phoenix, Arizona. And the one in the front here that landed from Seattle, you can see the catering truck has pulled up to the rear of the aircraft, and they're going to service the galley through the rear door. As soon as they open it, they'll raise up the truck. So once again, I want to thank everybody for watching.
Ground American 684, point India, taxi with Charlie.
American 684, finish round, or 711 taxi south route.
7 left via the south route, American 684.
All right, so the catering truck is being raised, and they're just about to go in and refill the snack bins. I don't know where this plane will be going to next. Oh, DFW. Okay. The next flight for this one will be a relatively short one to DFW. And the one behind it,
American 698.
I don't know yet.
698, go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to Alpha 2606, Glenn.
Oh, where are you?
Tango holding short of Charlie.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. American 698, turn right on Charlie, taxi to India.
Charlie to India, tower station, just monitoring you guys for that purpose.
So we have an American arrival that just came over the bridge. Came over, they're going into the other concourse over there, but over here
Air Shuttle 1550,
we have
taxi via Charlie 10 to Mike.
we have a CRJ coming in right here, and this is a Mesa Airlines coming in from Houston. It is a CRJ 900 coming in from Houston. We're not going to be seeing these Mesa branded CRJs too much longer because let's see if I can get a better view of that. Because Mesa is pulling out of American Eagle service in April, I believe, and that'll be taken over by Envoy, and some of it will get picked up by SkyWest. And they are waiting for this first gate right
Number
here.
6 Alpha Echo Phoenix clearance.
Getting the first gate ready for them to pull into.
You can say that all at once the next time. 6 Alpha Echo, you're clear to Mike Sierra Delta. Stanfield for departure, Tucson transition. J92 at Missile. J92 then I filed. Maintain 8,000. Expect 410 3 minutes later. Departure frequency 1268, squawk 0737. 6 Alpha Echo, no worries. Stanfield for departure, Tucson transition, J92.
Okay.
Mike Oscar.
That one was right at the edge.
Filed.
And
maintain 8,000, 410 in 3 minutes. Squawk.
I can't really get over that far. Air Shuttle 5815 landed from Houston. But I would like to, I'm going to have to move my tripod. And I'm going to have to kind of lean over the edge here.
6 Alpha Echo, read back correct, sir. Where do you park? Okay, thank you. Charlie's current. Have a safe trip.
Opening up the forward baggage compartment on the CRJ 900. And they're getting out some of the bags that are going to be delivered on the jetway. And I can see them bringing up the belt loader to open up the rear door.
Ground American 2063, we are eastbound on Bravo.
2063 Phoenix Ground, thank you. Continue via Bravo, hold short of Charlie 11.
Bravo short of Charlie 11, American 2063.
This is probably not a real safe way to have the tripod leaning up against the garage wall, but it's really the only way that I can get a shot that's that close to where I'm standing, because my tripod is just not tall enough, but it's actually pretty straight. So I certainly can't complain. But if you're just joining us, this is the Mesa Airlines American Eagle CRJ 900 that landed from Houston, flight 5815, and they pulled into gate A1. And I am watching the two A321s at A3 and A5, and should be one at A11 should be leaving. That one to Palm Springs should be leaving, and we have one on the opposite side, A320, going to Eugene, Oregon. I don't know when they're leaving, but they're still loading the baggage.
Good afternoon, Ground American 1439, India with Charlie.
American 1439, Phoenix Ground, shuttle left taxi, south route.
7 left south route, American 1439.
So the forward baggage compartments on the CRJ 900, CRJ 700
Echo 4 is at your discretion.
don't really allow you much room to get inside of it, so you really have to pull the bags out from outside.
Charlie 11, Charlie back to India.
They don't hold very much up there
Charlie
in
back
front.
to India, American 2063.
So as you can see, they are loading them up on a belt, and they're going to send those up to the jet bridge and some of the passengers will be waiting right outside the aircraft to pick up, and they'll be able to pick up their bags right there. Looks like a baggage cart with, well, no, that might be from the other.
3091, finish round, thank you, continue via Bravo.
Okay, no, that's
Point November.
the baggage cart with the outgoing bags arrived. Of course, they're still working on the incoming bags. So it looks like what they're doing is they are okay, well, they stacked them on the ground and they've got another cart nearby. And see if I can get that in the shot. So it's always kind of cool to be able to see a little bit of the ramp action and what goes on in the servicing of these planes in between their flights to you know, get stuff off the plane and get stuff back on the plane and all the servicing that goes into turning them around. Something that you don't normally get to see, and certainly not from the gate. I don't know if, well, people at the gates are not going to be able to see any of this activity based on where the gates are, but the walkway that goes between the two concourses, they might be able to see through the windows there. But yeah, this is it's a little bit of what goes on here at an airport, getting these planes ready to head back out and do those quick turnarounds. So we have one pushing back. So let's go ahead and reposition the tripod to where it should be, because we can see the A321neo right there is pushing back. And this is the 2840, American 2840, headed to Palm Springs, California. And we do have one coming in as well, right next to it. American 1611 is a Airbus A321, one of the older A321s coming in from Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Nevada is that one right there. But they are on the other side, so they'll be going to one of the gates over on the B side. And And I believe they're going to B4. I see some activity over there, moving some stuff out of the way. And I believe we had engine start on the A321neo to Palm Springs. Meanwhile, this is our Las Vegas flight pulling into gate B4. This airplane was delivered in July of 2015. So this would be a former US Airways aircraft. The merger happened in 2016. And if you can hear that engine start right there, that's the Palm Springs plane that you're hearing. Right there. Registration N423AN or 432AN. Delivered in April of 2021. This is one of the newer A321s. And they're on a relatively short flight. It's only an hour to Palm Springs. Of course, Palm Springs being in Pacific time. Scheduled for departure is, well, actually they're late. Their scheduled departure time was 11:45 Mountain Time, and it is now 12:34. So they are almost an hour late, but they were scheduled to arrive in Palm Springs at 11:56 Pacific Time. So, yeah, they're going to be about an hour late getting in to Palm Springs. It's only a 1 hour flight. So the pilots of that plane are doing their final checks and setting their flaps and getting everything set. We should be hearing them call ground for taxi. But I haven't heard anything. They should be calling any moment. So the air up at the high altitudes is must be really humid, because we're getting a lot of contrails up in the sky today. A lot of nice contrails in our blue sky. They're just all over the place. Down here on the ground, though, it's really nice. Can't complain. It's supposed to be about 70 degrees today. And we had a Southwest arriving, turning off the runway right there, and headed for the south side. And the American to Palm Springs is now headed out. They're going to make their way to the bridge and over to runway 7 left for departure. So the Las Vegas flight that just landed a few minutes ago. You can see the crew, ground crew, getting to work on that one, on that A321, unloading baggage there.
Worship 1402 with you on the visual, 08.
Worship 1402, how do you hear?
Yeah, 5 now, Worship 1402.
Worship 1402, roger. Quarter line runway 8, caution weight turbulence, it's on a heavy jet 5 miles ahead, wind 04010.
Heavy jet.
Shuttle 5733, exit Bravo 8, taxi.
It's probably
Bravo,
American.
Romeo for the Quebec line.
There we go. American 195 is on the final approach. That's American's 777-200 from London.
Northwest corner, request 1 to the northeast.
And
helicopter 82 Whiskey Papa.
we can just begin to make them out right there.
1 mile final landing runway 8. Do you have that traffic in sight?
He's behind the building, but
And they're going to roll all the way down to the end, right past us.
Roger, let me know when you have that traffic in sight. Right, sir, flight 1377, exit Bravo 8, taxi Bravo Sierra via the south route.
helicopter 2 Whiskey Papa, have a jet, sorry.
Helicopter 2 Whiskey Papa, caution weight turbulence from the heavy Boeing 777, proceed to 01 for the northwest corner.
Helicopter 2 Whiskey Papa, use caution weight turbulence.
Shark 1402, traffic will be lifted in the northwest corner of the airfield, headed northeast on no effect.
All right, so they're going to exit the runway.
Heavy exit Bravo 9er, taxi via Bravo, Romeo, Quebec line.
So American is going to exit the runway and taxi past us on the taxiway. I believe I heard them say WestJet. Yep, WestJet will be the next arrival, a 737-800, and they'll be going the same way because they're basically going to the same, almost side-by-side gates over at the International Concourse. So the American flight is, this is a daily, nonstop, N783AN is a 22-year-old Boeing 777-200ER, delivered in 2000, and they used the 777
radar contact, altitude.
On the Phoenix to London route.
Whiskey Papa, roger. Proceed Hilo 1, northeastbound.
And we get a real nice view as they taxi right by.
That's 9899. Phoenix Star will be going here shortly. Stand by.
I see the WestJet just landed, so they'll be coming along here momentarily.
WestJet 1402, exit Bravo 9er, taxi via Bravo Romeo to the Bravo 28 gate.
And this plane will depart
So it's
from
9899,
here
runway 8, clear for takeoff.
and head back to London. later this afternoon, about usually about 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock is usually when they leave. But they're going to go all the way to the end, and they park at the gate. It's right there at the end.
Line 3700, Phoenix Tower, runway 8, clear to land, wind 0709.
Yep. So they're going to land, they're going to park over there.
Worship 1402, Charlie 11, Charlie now.
With the 100th Boeing 737 next gen stickers on it.
Located at Mesa Hangar, relocating to North Pad. Permission for taxi on Alpha.
Vermont, tow 915, Phoenix ground, proceed on Taxiway Alpha.
All right, so what you just heard now is an aircraft at the Mesa Hangar, which is directly across
SkyWest 9899, connect departure.
And they're being towed to the north pad, he said. So we should be able to see them momentarily. But the WestJet is going to one of the gates right there at the end, the opposite side of that concourse from where American just pulled into. And if we look across the field, we see the Mesa Hangar right there. And we have a couple of aircraft. Not sure which one is the one that's going to be taxiing. My guess would be the one that's on the right side of the frame. I could be wrong, but I believe it's going to be one of those. No, it's actually not. Okay, it's that one. No, not that one. The one that was inside the hangar is now outside the hangar. And I don't know exactly where the north pad is, but they're going to have to be crossing the runway, so they'll have to call back for permission to cross. Let's see where they go.
Helicopter 2 Whiskey Papa, leaving Phoenix Bravo, airspace. Good day.
Ground 1330, out 13, ready for push. On to Lima.
1330, Phoenix ground, pushback in Lima is approved, data is Charlie current.
We have Charlie, push through on to Lima, we'll give you a call, American 1330. Ground American 1147.
1147, Phoenix Tower.
Yeah, are you using 107 left for departure, sir?
Yes, runway 7 left for departure.
Thank you.
Line 3700, exit first right turn off, Bravo 8. Bravo, Sierra via the south route.
Oh, they're going all the way down.
American 1407, Phoenix Tower, runway 8, clear to land, 10709.
And we have another pushback. Right over here. And they push back from one of the gates right there at the end, the very end of the concourse. And
American
that one,
2969, Phoenix Tower, runway 8, clear to land, 10709.
that is flight 1330. Another short flight headed to LAX. That is an Airbus A321neo, another one, just like the Palm Springs flight, and also like the Palm Springs flight, they are more than 1 hour, late. Original scheduled departure time was supposed to be 11:10. It's now 12:48. So these two Southern California flights running quite late. I'm not sure if it's a weather thing over there.
Press 506, Phoenix Tower, runway 8, clear to land, 10709.
So the Mesa CRJ that was on that taxiway, they still continued to roll all the way down. And they're all the way down there now. I guess they're going all the way to the end. Maybe they're going to that space right over there. And the flight to Eugene, Oregon is pushing back. So let's go back over here and take a look at this one. This is an Airbus A320. This is flight 1526.
American 1407, exit Bravo 8, turn left on Bravo, remain this frequency, have company behind you and mile final. I don't know what their scheduled departure time is, but they are headed to Eugene. American 354, Phoenix Tower, my 8, clear to land, wind 0709.
So right now we've got
American 1407,
two.
left on a Bravo, gate still occupied, hold short of Charlie 10.
We've got two Americans departing. The one on the right side, an Airbus A320, and the one on the left side is an A321neo, one of the newer ones.
American 1407, amend your spot, hold short of Bravo 10, the next one off your left side.
Okay, that was a...
American 1330 Lima with Charlie.
American 2969, roll down to Bravo 10, exit Bravo 10 in front of the company. And then turn left on a Bravo, hold short of Charlie 10, your gate's still occupied.
All right, so 1407 is holding because we have two that are going to come
1330,
out.
finish runway 7 left, taxi via the south routes, 8 is Charlie current, and there's flow for you, release 01 to 04, time now is 51.
All right, 7 left, here, south route, and 01 to 04, American 1330 with Charlie.
Ready, call and clearance, standby.
All right,
Anybody
so
else, calling tower?
this is 1330 right here. And we have an arrival.
3086 Phoenix ground, runway 7 left, taxi via the south route.
7 left south route, Sierra 30.
We have an arrival right there. That one,
Clearance taken.
2969 from Albuquerque, 737
1269,
800.
Go ahead with your question.
So Palm Springs is leaving and Albuquerque is arriving, what you're seeing right there. And right there is a San Francisco flight that was told to
1269,
hold.
that's what I got. Readback was correct. And American 2969 and American 1407, just stay with me.
All right, so they're still being told to hold because we've got a little traffic jam going on here. The American 1407 from San Francisco and 2969 from Albuquerque. They're holding right there. I wonder if they're holding because of the Eugene flight leaving right there. That's very possible. I don't know which gate they were supposed to go to. They were telling one of these planes that their gate is still occupied. So let's see where. Okay, they're on the move now. So 2969 is.
Good afternoon, American 684s on Alpha 30, pushback onto India with Charlie.
And what's the call sign for the India push?
American 684.
684, push to India is approved.
Push approved, American 684.
Yeah, this one was waiting for the Palm Springs flight to leave. He was obviously in the way. And probably going to the third gate, which is the first open one. The San Francisco flight is also rolling. Oh, okay. He's going around that one. And the San Francisco flight is following right there. This is American 1407 from San Francisco. And Albuquerque, waiting for some equipment to move. Meanwhile, 1407 is pulling in as the Eugene flight leaves. There we have the 737-800 N970 NN, built in 2015. Just pulling in from Albuquerque, which is a pretty short flight. Well, it's an hour, actually. It's a 1 hour flight. And I believe we are going to have a departure of the A321 Neo to DFW. Go around. I missed that. I think that was a go around. lost it in the blue sky, but there was a business jet.
ABX 3129 Phoenix clearance, clear to Lima Alpha Lima via the Eclipse 1 departure phase transition, then as filed, maintain 8,000.
Which plane was that?
370, 3 minutes later. Departure frequency 126.8, squawk 2645.
All right, well, that was not a go-around. That was actually a departure. A Cessna Citation Ultra headed to...
3129 Heavy, thank you. And 8 is Charlie.
St. John's. Don't know. It's someplace not too far. It's only 44 minutes away. But the gate, anyway, getting back to the gates right here, we are looking at 2 Airbus A321s. We've got okay, well, they're not on the flight tracker yet, but it was before, and it said VFW on the first one. The second plane in the background is the one that landed from Philadelphia, and I don't see another flight for it just yet. But on the first one here, the beacon is turned on, so that means they will be departing shortly. They have not pushed the jet bridge back yet, but the beacon's on. It is all closed up, or actually they're in the process of, I see somebody underneath. Yeah, they closed up the baggage compartment. But this aircraft in the front is an A321. The one behind it is an A321neo. The first one is the older version. The closer aircraft is the older version of the A321. The one in the background is the newer version of the A321. They're both very similar in size, but the major difference of how you can tell one from another, and I'll zoom in on this one before they leave, is the older A321s have an exit door at the rear, the one behind the wing. They do not have
684, point
a door over the wing, but they have
684
two.
finish round, 711 taxi south route.
711 via the south route, American 684.
Two exit doors in front of the wing, as you can see right there. They do not have an exit door over the wing. The newer A321, the A321neo, also has the exit door at the rear, an exit door behind the wing, and an emergency exit over the wing. And one exit door at the front. So the difference is an exit door over the wing on the newer version of the A321. The A321neo has larger engines, but depending on your perspective and where you're standing, it may or may not appear larger. That's the neo engine, and that's the older style. Also, the older A321s have these wingtip fences on them. The Neo has these winglets.
Go ahead. I was going to Alpha 2606, class.
Oh, where are you?
Tango holding short of Charlie, sir.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. American 698, turn right on Charlie, taxi to India.
Charlie to India, tower set is just monitoring you guys, so that's what we did.
So you can't always go by the winglets because some of these older A321s have been retrofitted with the newer style. So some of them may have the same...
Air Shuttle 5815, finish on taxi via Charlie 10 to Mike.
Some of them may have the same winglets as the newer ones, so you can't always go by that. But if you see the older small wingtip fences, it is an older A321. It'll always be an older A321. And the larger winglets are always going to be on the A321s, the A321neo, as well as some of the older ones. But otherwise, you know, the tail section is very, very similar. You can't really tell any difference right there. But that is the two versions of the Airbus A321. And American has quite a large inventory of both. Okay, so the first one here, the older one, came
November
alive
6 Alpha Echo Phoenix clearance.
on the flight tracker to DFW, flight 2140.
Okay, you can say that all at once the next time. 6 Alpha Echo, you're clear to Mike Sierra Delta. Stanfield for departure, Tucson transition. J92 at Masil. J92 then as filed. Maintain 8,000. Expect 410 3 minutes later. Departure frequency 1268. Squawk 0737.
So what you just heard right there is air traffic control giving the clearance, the flight clearance to a flight to Mexico.
6 Alpha Echo, no worries. Stanfield for departure. Tucson transition. J92. Hotel Mike Oscar. J92, then as filed. Maintain 8,000. 410 in 3 minutes. Squawk 0737.
I'm not sure which flight that is. Oh, I think it's this one. I think it's American 1923.
South Echo, read back correct, sir. Where do you park? Okay, thank you. Charlie's current. Have a safe trip.
It might be American 1923 is headed to San Jose del Cabo. They are not visible from where I'm standing because they haven't pushed back yet. But flight 2140 is on the flight tracker to DFW. That's the plane you're looking at in the front, the older A321. Is going to be departing for DFW soon. It looks like we have one 1999 is the one in the background, the third aircraft back there. That one is heading to Tucson. No, that's not the Tucson flight. That's on the other side that we can't see them yet.
Ground American 2063, we are eastbound on Bravo.
2063 Phoenix ground, thank you. Continue via Bravo, hold short of Charlie 11.
Bravo short of Charlie 11, American 2063.
2063. I don't even see that one here. We do have a couple of arrivals. We have a Delta landing way down there. And they're going to cross the bridge, though, as soon as they make that left turn. And that Delta flight is 943 from Minneapolis. That's also an older A321. Delta Airlines is not flying the A321neo. So 9:43, we have a United departure pulling out of Terminal 3. Right there. And they're also going to cross the bridge. a United 1596 headed up to Denver. And the other one that you saw right there was Flight 2006, just landed. And they're waiting to go in. That one right there is waiting to turn in. It's kind of hard to see the activity at the way down there by Terminal 3 from where I'm standing right now.
Ground American 1439, India with Charlie.
American 1439, Phoenix Ground, 7 left taxi, south route.
7 left south route, American 1439.
647, courtesy call, off Echo 4.
Alaska 647, Phoenix Ground, Charlie's current, Echo 4 is at your discretion.
We have Charlie 647.
American 2063, taxi via Charlie 11, Charlie back to India.
Charlie 11, Charlie back to India, American 2063.
American 2063. I don't even see that one anywhere. Now this aircraft, this 737 or Airbus that you're looking at is the one that landed from Las Vegas a while ago. Looks like they're done unloading it. Let's see.
3091, Phoenix Ground, thank you. Continue via Bravo, Charlie 11, point November.
So American 2063 is showing that it landed from Portland. Okay, I don't know. I can't really tell where that is. We have another WestJet. Where's that WestJet? We just had a WestJet land, another one. Right there. Landed runway 8, and they are flight 770 from Vancouver. It's a 737 MAX 8. This WestJet will be a 737 MAX 8. And it's also, no, it's in the old colors. All right, let's get a better view of it here. That must have been one of the really, really early ones. Hang on a second, I gotta put that down. This flight landed from Vancouver. And I can see right below me the Dallas flight, the DFW flight. The jet bridge has been pushed back. And they are getting ready to taxi, getting ready to push back, I should say. Should be pushing back momentarily. As the WestJet flight is still holding. There's a rare, oh, I totally missed that, didn't I? A very rare Alaska departure from runway 8. That's not something you see very often. But the Dallas flight right here is pushing back now. And before they start the engines on this one, they're going to move it forward. They're going to pull it up to the hold line. So I know we're kind of getting cut off by the parking garage here, but as you can see, they are pulling it forward. I wonder if they're going to stop at the L1 spot right there. There goes the APU. So I wonder if they're going to stop at the L1 spot or pull it all the way up to the spot at the end. This is a great angle to shoot a picture from. Which reminds me I should get out my camera. I'd have to put my other lens on because I'm so close. All right, well, we'll just wait. Looks like they are moving it forward. They are pushing it up. Just a little bit. All right, they're disconnected. And they'll be starting up their engines momentarily. Flaps are set. And there they go. So as they make their way over to the bridge, We have another United United departure turning onto the bridge. As I can see in the background, we had one arrive and pull into the gate area. I'm actually kind of surprised that they have not turned the airport around yet. All right, let's see what we've got coming. We have another United arrival just about to land from San Francisco, a little A319. And just now touched down way down there. I was surprised that Alaska plane took off on the north side here. They usually don't. That is pretty rare. That is the only departure that I've seen from the north side so far. Even the Dreamliner took off on the south. So as this plane makes its way off the runway, we have another one on short final. Right there.
American 774. Timber here, Bravo 8, taxi eastbound on Bravo, contact ground. Good day.
Eastbound Bravo, American 774, good day.
All right, so that's American Flight 774. Landed from Chicago. Chicago O'Hare, that's a 737-800. What else do we have coming in behind it?
Frontier
We
Flight
have
1377,
SkyWest.
Bravo 8, taxi Bravo, Sierra, the south route.
So we have a couple of SkyWest, no, one SkyWest and one Southwest, followed by an American, followed by another American. So I'm kind of looking down the approach corridor to see what's coming.
Caution weight turbulence from the heavy Boeing 777, proceed via Hilo 1 from the northwest corner.
Did they say something about a heavy 777?
Good afternoon, American 2073 visual.
1402, traffic
American
will be lifted in the
2073
northwest
Tower,
corner of the
runway
airfield,
8,
headed northeastbound, no factor.
Turning on runway 8, American 2073.
American 195 heavy, exit Bravo 9er, taxi via Bravo, Romeo, Blue Quebec line.
All right, so we have a couple of That American 774 is
321 on the Kilo line, taxi south.
still waiting, and 1571.
Travis 3167, turn right up.
And 1571 just passed by. They're going to turn while 774 is...
3464, Sierra Ops direction, traffic follows you. Contact ground 132.55 over the bridge. Good day.
All right, they'll follow us and over the bridge, 3255. You have a good day. SkyWest 3464.
SkyWest 3167, Phoenix ground taxi, Bravo, hold short of Bravo 9.
Bravo, hold short, Bravo 9. SkyWest.
So we got another little traffic jam going on.
Direction, Embraer in the Alaska Color Colors, continue taxi via the South route.
Okay, behind them, Alaska Colors, South route American 1571.
We have a lot of traffic just holding here, and another one is coming to join them right there. A 737-800 is going to join the
American 321 at Sierra, continue behind Southwest right to left exiting the runway.
Behind the Southwest Sierra, American 321.
Yeah, the Southwest just land. As you can see them come into view right there. So all these planes are
1606, we're at Kilo 3 here today.
making their way onto the bridge. The American will go first.
American 1606, Phoenix ground behind the 73 from the right, runway 7 left, taxi via the South route.
South route behind the 7-3 here, crossing right to left in front of us, American 1606.
American 1606, view for runway 7 left.
7 left, okay, American.
And 1606 right there.
320 rolling up to Juliet.
Will also be
2127 with Delta.
following behind the
Phoenix ground, good
Southwest.
afternoon, behind the 73 at a Kilo, runway 7 left, taxi via the South route.
7 left via the South route, behind the 73, American 2127.
Is the Southwest looking for New Orleans?
Oh, wow.
So
we got a
Phoenix clearance clear to New Orleans Airport. Eclipse 1 departure, phase transition that is filed. Maintain 8,000. Expect flight level 390. 3 minutes after departure. Squawk 1572.
So we have Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Read back correct today.
We have
American 774. You're clearing the Kilo, so behind the 320 that's going to be coming out of Juliet here momentarily. Taxi Charlie 9 to the ramp.
All right, cleared in Kilo via Charlie 9 behind the outbound Airbus American 774.
All
right, so Cedar Rapids,
Bravo Charlie 11 to Papa, SkyWest 31.
Cedar Rapids, Iowa is the first one that you see there. The second one that you see is the San Jose del Cabo, and 774 is the one that is coming in, and they're waiting for a gate, and we just had another American land right there. Now they're on the runway. They've got to get off the runway because they don't want to be blocking traffic. So I guess they're going to get off at this next turnoff right there. All right, so 774 is rolling. He's going to turn in.
Got 3167 amend instructions. Hold short of Bravo 10 for exiting traffic.
Holding short Bravo 10.
And the Airbus that just landed is going to get off the runway right there. We have an Embraer SkyWest behind it on the taxiway. They've got to wait till everybody clears.
Once this bus exits the runway ahead of you,
got ourselves a
Bravo Charlie 11 to Papa.
Got ourselves a traffic jam going on here. There's the SkyWest Embraer 175. And all the traffic was caused by aircraft pushing back and leaving from that alleyway right there. So now they can both get in, and the Embraer is cleared to go. SkyWest.
3029, Phoenix ground, runway 7 left, taxi to the South route.
A SkyWest Embraer 175.
We have another a CRJ departing right there. And that CRJ is also a SkyWest 700, CRJ 700 heading up to Billings, Montana. The other one that we just looked at, the Embraer 175, is coming in from Montrose. And American 464 has just touched down, so we have another American that's going to be joining the taxi queue that is now cleared. Okay, as they exit the runway right there. What do we have coming up behind them? We have a Southwest is coming up behind them on final right now, and well, I actually don't see anything on final at the moment or on the approach. It's pretty quiet. But over on the south side, what we can't see from here
464 Delta Bravo for Alpha 10.
is the line of departures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 7 departures lined up on the south side, all for runway 7 left. So, as usual, the activity up here on the north side is more landing, more gate oriented, because departures don't usually happen on the north side. Everybody is departing on the south side, and it creates a pretty big lineup a couple times or a few times a day. And American 464 is an Airbus A319 landed from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. There's the Milwaukee flight. Right there is, you can see them going into the other side of the concourse right there. We also have 2 departures. 2 departures over on that side. The first one that you see in the front is flight 1883 to New Orleans, and then behind that, another 737 headed to Des Moines, Iowa. So we have those 2 departing from that area right there.
Bravo, show for 778,
over at the where I'm standing right here, we actually do have a departure. That CRJ 900 that we saw them arrive. Well, they're pulling out again, and they're headed for Yuma, Arizona. So let me get over the edge. Let me hang over the edge here. As you can see, they're partly in the shadow, but they are.
26 Phoenix ground behind an RJ from the right, runway 7 left.
They're pushing back, and they're headed for a short trip down to Yuma, down by the border. There you can get a good look at the pushback vehicle for the CRJs that they use here.
Not sure what they're waiting for. Okay, they're moving. So they are going to turn the plane straight. They're going to turn it straight and pull it out to one of the hold areas.
71, approaching spot Kilo with Delta.
Choice 71, Phoenix Sky, good afternoon. Behind the second RJ from the right, from 7 left, taxi to the south route.
And we've got a couple of ground crew guys watching the wings. You can see one of them over there. The other one is up there on the other side.
Got 3007 Phoenix Sky, good afternoon. Taxi Bravo, hold short of Charlie 10.
Bravo, Charlie 10.
Okay. So they've pulled the aircraft up to the marker called Lima, which is where they're going to unhook the
Okay, at Sierra behind the 737 right to left.
unhook the tow vehicle. Okay. Looks like they're actually going to pull it more forward. Okay. I guess they're going to pull it to the next marker. Now we're starting to see a lot of activity at this alleyway here. We've got the other aircraft right next to it, just pushed back. And that one is American Flight 1760 to Austin, Texas. And a SkyWest CRJ 700 from Flagstaff is waiting on the taxiway. They may be waiting to actually get in here to one of the gates over here. That's our flight to Austin, Texas right there. And Yuma, Arizona is, they're unhooked, looks like ready to go. And the SkyWest from Flagstaff is holding right there. So and this A321 is one of the older the older A321s. As I was saying before with the close-up on that Dallas plane, you can't always tell by the winglets. The older ones had those little wingtip fences, but you can see this one is actually equipped with the larger winglets, and this is an older, the classic A321, 7 years old. So it's got the newer style winglets on it, so that's not a good indication of which is which. But like I said before, the exit door over the wing will always be found on the A321neo, and this one does not have an exit door over the wing. as you can see from this angle. So this is one of the older ones. And they're starting up the engines on that. They'll be headed out to Austin, Texas. The Yuma flight, see how they're doing. All right, they're all unhooked and ready to go. And Flagstaff right there, still waiting. We also have another one waiting over there. Not sure which alleyway they're waiting to get into. They could be waiting for the other alleyway. So we've got our activity over here at the alleyway between the A concourse and the B concourse. The Austin flight is rolling. There's our Austin flight right there. It's real nice contrail directly over my head right now.
American 1218, continue up one intersection, Bravo Short, Charlie 10 behind you.
See that?
Charlie 10, American 1218.
Like I said before, the conditions are just right up there for contrails to form. All right, Austin is making the left turn to head to the bridge.
Good afternoon, Romeo 7 left taxi to the south route.
7 left south.
American 1760, be advised, I do have a reroute out to Austin for you whenever you're ready to copy.
All right, so they're changing his route a little bit.
You now clear the Austin airport via the Broke 1 departure, Maxo transition, direct Charlie November X-ray, J15 to Juliet Charlie Tango, and then direct Austin. The rest of your clearance will remain the same.
Roger, and clear to Austin via the Broke 1 and Maxo intersection, and then Charlie November X-ray, Juliet 15, and Juliet Charlie Tango, direct Austin, American 760.
American 1760, that Maxo, that's going to be the transition on the Broke 1 departure. The rest of your reback is correct.
Very good, American 760, thank you.
Skywest 3007, taxi Charlie 10 to Point Lima.
Right, 10 Point Lima, Skywest 3007, thank you.
All right, Skywest is allowed to come in now.
Alpha 25,
So they told the Skywest to taxi to Point Lima.
Charlie 10 to Lima, American 1218.
American 1883, Phoenix Ground, good afternoon. Hold for the, actually, Romeo 7 left taxi via the south.
All right, 7 left.
Yeah, Lima is
83.
American 478, Phoenix Ground, hold for that 73 to come out of Juliet, then you can make the right turn at
right
Charlie
there.
Juliet.
I wonder if they're coming in for the first gate, like the other one did.
Shuttle 9888 Phoenix Clinic, clear to the El Paso Airport, Eclipse 1 departure, phase transition that is filed. Maintain 8,000, expect flight level 310, 3 minutes after departure, squawk 4317.
All right, they are coming into the first gate right here. I can see the ground crews ready.
Shuttle 9888, reback is correct.
American 890, hello. 8 is Delta, South India.
American 890, Phoenix Ground, good afternoon. Behind this company 737 from the right, Romeo 7 left taxi to the south route.
Southfield behind the company 737, American 890, thank you.
American 890, you're welcome, Mr. Romeo 7 left.
Runway 7 left, apologies, is there anything else?
No worries.
All right, so there they are. We had the Mesa CRJ 900 pull out of there and depart for Yuma, and now Skywest CRJ 700 just pulled into there. And we have some activity over here. We have American 1218 A321neo from Washington, D.C. Reagan National. They are pulling in right next to the other A321neo that you see right there. Now we got two of them in a row. How about that? Two A321neos in a row. And that is the activity over here. So now I have a chance to breathe right now. So I want to welcome everybody in. Thanks for joining the plane spotting party we got going on here at Sky Harbor Terminal 4 North. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you'll get notified when I go live again. I really need to start doing regular live streams, set up a regular schedule with everything else that's going on here. We have a beautiful day here in Phoenix. We have east traffic flow landing on runways 8 and 7 right, departing from runway 7 left on the other side. We don't get a lot of departures up here on the north. We did actually have one that I missed in Alaska, departed from the north side, and that was really, really rare. That's why I wasn't actually looking for it. It is currently 1:44 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and I'm actually kind of surprised that they have not turned the airport around yet to have a west flow, which is usually what they do in the afternoons when we have a really light variable wind like we have right now. But maybe at some point they will. Let's see. We have a Delta that just landed on runway 8. They're going to be crossing the bridge to head over to the south. No, actually, that's not Delta. It's Air Canada. And they are Terminal 3 North. So, okay. Air Canada. Air Canada parks at Terminal 3. 10:54, landed from Vancouver. Kind of hard to see it all the way over there. It is a 737 MAX 8. A 3-year-old 737 MAX 8. Flight 1054 landed from Vancouver, and I see at the gate, I can pan a little bit over. We have Air Canada Rouge, which is another one of our regular carriers here. They're here every day. They typically fly to Toronto, Montreal, places over in eastern Canada. But they also will be departing from the south runway, so we won't get to see them. Air Canada should be going around them. Air Canada is going to be going around the Rouge. They park on the other side of that Terminal 3 North. Yeah, the Air Canada Rouge is not flight tracker yet. They have a ways to go before they leave. But over at my area here, the A321neo, that's the first one in line, has popped up on the flight tracker as flight 1041. Don't know where it's going to, but it's not ready for departure yet. So Air Canada and Air Canada Rouge, as you saw right there, they park over at, oh, check this out. Check this out. Delta, come on, where is it? Delta Airlines A350 headed to Minneapolis, just roared off the south runway. Delta flies one, as far as I know, one A350 per day from Minneapolis. It is a daytime flight. I'm not sure if they do an overnight, like do a red eye with it, but this season they began using the A350, which is kind of cool if I'm coming out here looking for pictures. But they just departed. You can see the Terminal 4 parking garage right there. They departed from the south side, because their gates are at Terminal 3 South. So Air Canada and Air Canada Rouge are over at Terminal 3 North, but the other Canadian airline, WestJet, parks at the international gate. And that's our other Canadian airline we have here at Sky Harbor. They always park over there at the international, and that's just the way things are set up here at Sky Harbor. The WestJet that you're looking at in the front is the 737-800. The one in the background is an 737 MAX 8. And they typically do fly the MAX 8 in here on a daily basis. Frontier, also another Terminal 3 resident, is departing. They're going to cross the bridge that's right there and head over to the south side. I'm sorry, they're landing. Frontier just landed. Frontier landed on runway 8. Whoops, kicked the tripod again. As we have an American arrival that landed on runway 7 right, and they're crossing the bridge. Now, if you're, where is this one? This one is 1513 from, or 513 from DFW. DFW is usually, the routing from DFW is usually more north. Sometimes the weather conditions will force them to take a more southerly route. But if you're not familiar with Sky Harbor, the way they've got it arranged here is most of the arrivals that come from places north of Phoenix will land on the north side. Aircraft that are coming from south, such as Houston, Florida, Mexico, Hawaii, Southern California, they will typically always land on the south runways, even American, and they'll have to cross the bridge to come north. This American that you see right there is a north arrival, and it is 1332 from Denver. So Denver being north means they can expect a runway 8 arrival, north side arrival. But that Dallas is usually treated as a north because when they leave Dallas, the typical flight route takes them over northern New Mexico, which will make it a north approach. And so, Dallas is usually north, but sometimes they have to go south because of weather. And that's what happened to that Dallas flight that parked at the A concourse. And so the places to the north, such as Seattle, Portland, Vancouver, over toward the east, like Chicago, Kansas City, over to the northeast, they're all going to be landing on the north runway. And but for departures, they normally all depart from the south runway, no matter where they're going, except for the London flights from American and British Airways. They usually go north. Hawaiian Airlines will sometimes go on the north side. San Francisco Bay Area is technically considered north, so they land on the north side, or south, I'm sorry, south. Even though it's technically north, but it's the usual flight routes over California take them down from the Bay Area down to LA, the LA area, which makes them then a south arrival. So that's kind of a little bit of the way things are arranged here at Phoenix Sky Harbor, for those of you that aren't familiar with it. That's why we don't see very many departures up here on the north runway. And what you're looking at right there is, well, I don't know. It's not on a flight tracker yet. But we can get a pretty good look at the ground activity. They've got the baggage carts. I assume with the bags going out, waiting to load up the 737 there, or are those bags coming in? They must be going out. They're waiting for something. So we've turned into a pretty quiet moment here on the north side. Now there's really not much going on. Yeah, they're starting to load up. They're starting to load up the outbound baggage. So that plane will be getting loaded up to go somewhere. Let's see what other kind of arrivals we have coming in. We just had one arrival. We have Southwest from San Jose del Cabo. Now, San Jose del Cabo is obviously south of here in Mexico. They will typically land on the south, but they need to come to the north side because the international customs is over at the gates where the London flights and the WestJet flights are parked. So they will sometimes cross the bridge in the middle, the West Bridge, and come across, but sometimes they'll actually get permission to go all the way down to the end and cross the East Bridge for the gates that are right there, really closer to the East Bridge. So we may be seeing a Southwest taxiing soon, and we'll know once I see where they turn off the runway, but we can't see them. We can't see them from here. But you can see on that 737 right there, they are finishing up the loading process. The A321neo that's over here, looks like we have, is that one of the pilots doing a walk-around inspection? There's somebody doing a walk-around inspection. Yep. Checking out the wings, checking out the lights, making sure nothing is visibly broken. Checking out the main landing gear. Take a quick look at the engine. Take a look under the engine, make sure there are no oil leaks. And looking at the fan. Make sure there are no obviously broken fan blades or anything that looks out of place. You're looking at the pilot of that plane right there. He's got his safety vest on, and he's he's doing his walk-around inspection. I don't know where this one will be going to. It's not on the flight tracker yet. We have a CRJ pushing back. And that Southwest from San Jose del Cabo, they are going across the south side, so we're not going to see them, I don't think. SkyWest, flight 84 or 4820 to Oklahoma City is a 737 or CRJ 700. And they pushed back from the first gate, gate B2, first gate in the B concourse. And you can see their pushback vehicle right there. They're probably going to pull it further up to the next hold line. So they've got two crew members, plus they got the other one waving. And they've also got one over here. All right, so they've dropped the wheel on it, and that's a good look at their pushback vehicle. So they should be ready to leave momentarily.
Ground, question 1403.
Pushjet 1403, Phoenix ground.
Hey there, we're just at gate Bravo 28. We're looking to do our run-up at the gate out above island.
Pushjet 1403, and just start your discretion.
Alright, Chris, thanks.
All right, so you just heard them talking to WestJet. WestJet, the 737 MAX has already pushed back, so they'll be departing. This one, SkyWest, CRJ 700 flight 4820 to Oklahoma City.
Ground up with information is clear, runway 8 on Bravo, going to
Runway 3418, finish ground taxi Bravo Romeo to the blue Quebec line.
Bravo Romeo to the blue, contact 418.
So the WestJet departure is, even though they are down there by the East Bridge, they will typically go across the north side to the West Bridge because they've got to go all the way down to the far end. For runway 7 left. So they'll be crossing in front of us. There's a weird alarm going off. I don't know what that weird alarm sound is. All right, there's WestJet right there.
That's 1969, Phoenix clearance, clear to New Orleans Airport. Eclipse 1 departure, phase transition that is filed, maintain 8,000, expect flight level 390, 3 minutes after departure, squawk 1572. That's 1969, read back to Echo Day. American 774, you're clearing the Kilo, so behind the 320 that's going to be coming out of Juliet here momentarily, taxi Charlie 9 to the ramp.
All right, cleared in Kilo via Charlie 9 behind the outbound Airbus American 774.
Sky 3167, continue taxi Bravo Charlie 11 to Papa.
Bravo Charlie 11 to Papa, Sky 3167.
And there goes the WestJet 737 MAX 8. Flight 1771 is headed to Vancouver. Headed back to Vancouver, Canada. And they're going to be turning, making a left turn to cross the bridge. right there.
That was 3167, amend instructions. Hold short of Bravo 10 for exiting traffic.
Holding short Bravo 10, Sky was 3167.
Okay. Let's see what these planes up here are doing. 1041.
Guys, 3167. Once this bus exits the runway ahead of you, crosses in front, continue taxi Bravo Charlie 11 to Papa.
Right after the Airbus, continuing Charlie 11 to Papa, Skywest 3167.
We have a United that landed on the south runway from Houston. Of course, obviously with Houston being south, they're going to come across the bridge from the south runway. Alaska landing on the north side from Boise, Idaho. Let's see if we can see Boise, Idaho.
Finish ground, runway 7 left, taxi to the south route.
Okay, so there is the Alaska flight headed to Terminal 3 North, inbound from Boise, Idaho. And United from Houston is at the end of the bridge, right there. Also headed for Terminal 3, another 737. Man, I wish they would turn the airport around so we can see some arrivals. So we can see some landing on the runway 26. We got nothing here. Oh, what is this, a go around? Ah, I was almost vertical. No way I could see that. Is that a go-around or is that a departure? (9888) headed to El Paso. Okay, that may be a maintenance flight. That flight was the one that came from the hangar. And it was holding down at the end of the runway, of this north runway, for a long time. So I'm not sure if that's a maintenance flight or just being ferried over to. Yeah, it's a ferry flight. American 90.
464 is on Bravo for.
American 98.
American 464, finish your Anchor taxi Bravo Charlie 9 Kilo.
Bravo Charlie 9 Kilo, American 464 in afternoon.
Yeah, that's American 9888 was the call sign on that Skyway, on that Mesa CRJ that took off. Those flight numbers in the 9,000 range are typically ferry flights or maintenance flights. It says it's going to El Paso, so I'm not sure if it's really going to El Paso or if it's filed the flight plan to El Paso and they're just going to take it out for a maintenance run. Because that is a thing, they do that too. But that plane did definitely come from the hangar. If you were on the stream a little while ago, actually a long while ago, we saw that plane taxi from the hangar all the way down to the end. So let's see what else we got. All right, we don't really have any arrivals coming in. Oh, there's one. American 1271 from Burbank. Burbank, California is, it's in the Southern California area, but it's considered a north landing.
5778, finish ground, runway 7 left, taxi south route.
7 left, south route.
And the reason for that is because the Burbank flights are usually routed up toward Las Vegas. Not all the way, but up in that direction. So it makes them a north. We have an Embraer 175 landing. Operated by SkyWest.
Got 3026, finish ground behind an RJ from the right, runway 7 left, taxi south.
No, actually, this is operated by Envoy. Envoy 3479 from Bakersfield, California. And we had an American A321 landing from Charlotte. They went into the other alleyway. But this Embraer 175 that you see there from Bakersfield, well, that's American's regional airline called Envoy. We're going to be seeing a lot more Envoy here because Mesa is going to be departing from service here by April, and it's going to be taken over by Envoy along with SkyWest filling in. So the Charlotte flight.
71, approaching spot Kilo with Delta.
Like 2071, finish ground, good afternoon, behind the second RJ from the right, runway 7 left, taxi to the south route.
This second RJ,
A321 landed from Charlotte, and they are pulling into the gate at the end of the terminal there. So other than that, we do have another American arrival on the north side.
Got 3007, finish ground, good afternoon, taxi Bravo, hold short of Charlie 10.
Bravo, short of Charlie 10, got 3007.
And there is one open gate over here.
There's 2071 at Sierra, continue behind us.
We'll see where they go.
37 crossing right to left, and then continue via the south route.
Okay, at Sierra, behind the 737, right to left, south route, American 2071.
Yeah, 1271 is the Burbank flight. This is from Burbank, California, the Burbank Airport. Not sure exactly where they are going to go. And they did tell them to hold for... Okay, there is a regional jet departing. SkyWest 5012 to Sioux Falls, South Dakota is going to be taxiing from right to left. So there's our Burbank flight. And Sioux Falls, South Dakota, we're coming at you. We're coming at you with a regional jet. All right, so the Burbank flight has turned into the next alleyway, right in front of that taxiing regional. So we're not going to see them over here. Burbank is over there. And Sioux Falls will be taxiing behind them. and headed to the south runway for departure. We have another American Eagle, SkyWest 3135, headed to Denver, Colorado. Embraer 175 LR. That Burbank flight is all the way over there. They must be going to the first gate. I think they are going to the first gate.
Ground Gate, American 1218 is eastbound on Bravo for gate Alpha 7.
1218, Phoenix Ground, good afternoon. Taxi Bravo, hold short of Bravo 10.
Bravo, short of Bravo 10, American 1218.
I don't know what that weird alarm sound is. I'm hearing a weird alarm sound again. Anyway, this 737-800 looks like they have loaded all the bags onto it. Or they could be waiting for another baggage cart. I was really hoping they would turn the airport around and start landing from the east. I guess it's just not going to be today. Actually, there was I'm looking at the flight radar 24. There's a KC-46 refueling tanker that just passed Phoenix, headed to the south at 11,000 feet. They're east of here. I don't know where they're going. Probably not here.
5796 Phoenix Ground, runway 7 left, taxi south route.
We do have another CRJ 700. Landing is on final approach right now.
Continue up one intersection, Bravo short of Charlie 10 behind the RJ.
Bravo short of Charlie 10, American 1218.
Landing from St. George, Utah. So they're not visible just yet.
1760 Phoenix Ground, good afternoon. Runway 7 left, taxi to the south route.
But we should see them soon.
American 1760, be advised, I do have a reroute out to Austin for you whenever you're ready to copy.
All right, and we're ready to copy American 760.
American 1760, not clear to the Austin airport via the Broke 1 departure. Maxo
okay, that's not... Okay.
Air 402 Charlie Tango, clear out of Phoenix Bravo airspace via after departure, fly runway heading. Expect radar vectors, maintain VFR to below 3,000. Departure on tower on 120.9, block 4342. Charlie Tango, read back, correct?
I don't really see too many approaches, too many aircraft coming in. I see a couple on the south side. I don't see anything else coming in on the north. Oh, there is going to be a Delta coming in. They're not on the final approach. They're a little bit further up.
They're a
a little bit further upstream, but Delta 918 from Detroit will be an A321, and they'll be taking a few minutes to get here. But because they are coming from the north, they will be landing on runway 8. So as this plane is waiting for finishing touches, it looks like they are almost done with this one. This is the one where we saw the pilot doing the walk-around inspection. So they may be departing soon. They don't have their beacon turned on yet. The SkyWest from St. George, Utah is on the runway, and they landed and they're rolling all the way down the runway. And that is a CRJ 700. Just landed from St. George, which, by the way, is the headquarters of SkyWest Airlines. That's their corporate headquarters in St. George. So they went all the way to the end. Yeah, we're not going to be able to see them too much more anymore behind that building.
And ground left 651 off Echo 4 with Echo Ray taxi.
Oscar 651 Phoenix ground, runway 7 left. Taxi via Charlie Sierra southward.
All right, 7 left, Charlie Sierra, then the south route, last 651.
All right, so you heard right there, Alaska flight 651. They'll be headed out to Seattle. And let's check in on that Delta flight. Where is their Delta? Okay, now that I see an American, there's actually going to be an American before the Delta. They're not on final approach, but they are over North Phoenix. Sometimes we can actually see them in the sky. Oh, I actually do see them. I see it. Visual contact is what they call that. Pilot lingo. Now, if I can get a shot of it on the camera, but I can't see in this viewfinder, it should be let's see, directly above.
Ground in at 1303 at Echo 1, we're pushing back.
Should be right about there somewhere. I
1303
can't really see it.
That is your discretion.
Now, that plane is landing from Philadelphia, I believe. 2797 from Philadelphia. It's an A321neo. Delta 918 is behind it. And we may actually be able to see that one. So these planes are still a few minutes out If only I had a larger viewfinder so I could actually see these really tiny, faraway aircraft like I could if I was using my Canon lens.
Clancy, unable CPDLC. Delta 2468, clear to the Salt Lake City Airport via Quakey 1 departure, Grand Canyon transition, as filed. Climb and maintain 8,000. Expect level 320, 3 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.2, squawk 1646. Delta 2468, returning straight.
Ground United 1871, Echo 7 to push.
United 1871, Phoenix Grand reference, company pushing back in the alley. Reference then is your discretion.
Okay, reference company and push our discretion, 1871.
Yeah, about 3028 Phoenix ground. Can you roll me of the green spot? Have a good day.
I'm every spot, you just got that fine.
Alright, let's go 651 monitor ground, 3255.
All right, looks like we do have an arrival. Let's see how close we can get in on this arrival here. All the way down at the other end. Of course, it doesn't help that it's a really small plane. At least from where I'm at. We have a Southwest arrival on runway 8. And I can see in the distance, in the far distance, the American, possibly, and the Delta. I see two aircraft lined. And there goes Southwest. Let's see which one that is before they get close enough. Southwest 971, American 2797. Okay, so it looks like a Southwest and an American. So if we have, there's our Southwest. All right, so American 2797 should be next up. Right there. That is the American flight from Philadelphia, 2797. And in the background, you can see Chase Field, where the Diamondbacks play, in downtown Phoenix. And we do have a pushback. Oops. Kick the tripod again. This A321 Neo.
2797 is with you on Bravo.
American 2797 Phoenix ground, continue Bravo, Sierra, Charlie to India. Have a good day.
Bravo, Sierra, India. Thanks, American 2797.
Ground United. 13.
American 1041. This is what you're seeing right there is
7 left. Taxi via Charlie, short of Tango.
7 left, Charlie, short of Tango, United 1303.
Flight 1303, center release time for Denver is 2142 to 2145, time now is 2134.
Copy, 42 to 45, thank you.
engine start. You can hear the engine spooling up.
Ground up with 46 feet, out of blue Quebec, back up.
Convoy 4144 Phoenix ground runway 7 left taxi via Charlie, short Charlie 10. United 1303, continue Sierra south route.
Sierra south route, United 1303.
I can smell the jet fuel.
Parking Alpha 23.
American 451
The wind
Phoenix, ground, hold true.
The wind is taking it right toward me, and smell of jet fuel.
American 2860 Phoenix, ground runway 7 left, taxi via Charlie, south route.
Charlie, south route, American 2867 left.
All right.
1396 Phoenix ground, continue Charlie to Kilo after that.
Charlie, Kilo, American 36.
Welcome.
So they should be ready to go
Convoy 4016
soon.
Phoenix ground beyond Airbus off the right, runway 7 left, taxi south route.
Yeah, Airbus to the right, 7 left, south route,
Convoy
Convoy 4016.
4016,
I
transponder squawking 26.
don't yet know where they're going to.
Ground Air 752, just going on Romeo.
Air Shuttle 5751 Phoenix ground. Done the Ember leaving Quebec. Continue Charlie to Mike. Have a good day.
And you just heard the engine start right there. I don't know how well that got picked up on the microphone, but I can certainly hear it where I'm standing. Hopefully you guys got to hear it.
Turn right on Bravo short Charlie 9.
We've got some new activity. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, 1396. Got Envoy 4016 to Tulsa and a Mesa from London.
Canada 1055, push the start. Echo 8, we have Echo.
Canada 1055 Phoenix ground, pushback here.
Back our discussion, 1055.
So, all right, flaps are set. They are ready to go. And we have Envoy
Zulu taxi with
headed to Tulsa,
United
Oklahoma.
1871 Phoenix ground runway 7 left taxi via Charlie short of Sierra.
7 left Charlie, short of Sierra.
This one is actually an arrival from Long Beach, so they're looking for a gate. But these guys here are headed to Tulsa.
Embraer, continue Charlie 9 to Juliet.
Charlie 9, Juliet behind the Embraer, American 451.
All right, and we do have another arrival. We've got a 737 holding right there for the one to pass by, American 451. Yep, El Paso. The okay, SkyWest from Long Beach is actually turning in here. And they're going to go to the first gate.
Got a 1871 behind the opposite direction. Embraer, continue Sierra South. Read have a good day.
I'm the Embraer, Sierra South.
It's really hard to see that gate from my angle right here. But American 1041 is leaving.
Legion 3238 Phoenix, plans to the Provo Airport via Quake U1 departure. Grand Canyon transition is filed.
And
Check level 3203 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.2 squawk 2666.
let's see, we've got an arrival. American
Legion 3238.
American 2060 from Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Nevada. That's another A321 Neo.
41 coming up on Lima, Piteco.
So that's our Las Vegas flight right there.
Ground runway 7 left, taxi south route.
7 left, yeah, south route 1041.
And my battery is getting kind of low on the camera, so at some point I am going to have to wrap it up. I'm down to 1 bar right now. Let's see where Las Vegas is going. Maybe they're coming into one of the gates right in the alleyway here. Maybe. A lot of open gates here. I actually see a couple of guys sitting around waiting, as if they're waiting for a plane to come in at the second gate, at gate A3. They may be going to A3. I believe so. See, this is A3 right there. They've got everything set. They're ready to receive. They got the guys that are there waiting. And there's a close-up on our flight from Las Vegas.
Last time carry on. Number 4930 Alpha Phoenix plane. Number 4930 Alpha Roger, and you're just doing a test flight. Are you landing Gateway, or are you going to be just flying around and then coming back? Air 30 Alpha, Roger. Stand by of your VFR clearance for you here in just a second.
All right, there we've got American A321neo, just landed, pulled into the gate from Las Vegas.
Okay, 30 Alpha, what altitude do you want to fly?
Looks like we have another American 737 coming in from Newark, New Jersey, another Neo. And where is that one? That one's about to land.
Got a low Gator Canada 1055 ready for taxi.
Air Canada 1055 Phoenix ground, runway 7 left, back to the Charlie Sierra Southwest.
7 left, Charlie Sierra Southwest, Canada 1055.
All right, there's American landing from Newark on runway 8. Uh-oh. All right. All right, it looks like we are going to be out of power here shortly, so I just want to say...
4144 is phone short November.
So I want to say thanks to everybody who joined up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications so you'll be notified the next time we go live. We had a pretty good stream today, no drop frames today, amazingly. Everything worked out pretty well today, so want to go ahead and thank everybody for tuning in as we see one of the American A321neos departing. And this is 407. Yeah, 407 headed to DFW. The one in the front was the Las Vegas 2060 from Las Vegas. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, what's this? 2938. That's the Newark flight. So that's our Newark flight. They're, yeah, they're pulling into the gate right there at the end. That's the one that just landed. Landed from Newark. And so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for today. And I hope I can get this kind of signal the next time, because that'd be great. Very few drop frames and nice upload speed. So we're doing pretty good here today. I hope to see you guys back here for the next stream. In the meantime, take care.